I missed most of the beautiful sunrise, but I think we're still gonna get even more beauty coming up. Thorne and I are just out here. It is Thursday, December 1st. We just let the chickens out. And yeah, so what we do is we take a kettle and because their water obviously freezes up. It was negative 13 last night. And we just pour hot water on the frozen water, get it out of the water dish, and put in fresh water. And I'm trying snow today too, because a friend of mine I know uses snow. So we'll see if they like snow. I know a lot of people do a lot of really cool things for their chickens, but being off grid, it also reminds me of like how they would survive out in nature before we had all these amenities, before there was hydro and any kind of electricity. And I just told you where I live because I called it hydro, but yeah, it just, how did chickens survive without all the cushy stuff that we have now? And you know, I might lose a comb because of frostbite and that kind of thing, but it grows back. And it might sound inhumane, but it's how it was done in the past. And you know, we go back to pioneer days basically, when you're off grid, except for we have solar and they didn't have solar. So yeah, like, you research, you do a lot of stuff, and you know, we don't have the power to put heat in our coop. Our coop is quite warm for them. They have feathers, and feathers keep them warm. And that's why these straw bales are around, and why we have the barrier on there to stop the wind. But you still need airflow. And you know, there was insulation on here, or there is, but the previous owner's chickens actually like to eat it. And they were full free range. Ours are pasteurized free range. But you can see, like, all around here, we have insulated it with straw, and it goes all the way around. So it's not like they don't have warmth in there, because they certainly do. But you also have to make sure you have ventilation, or they will get pneumonia or even worse. So they adjust just like we do in the cold. I knew it would get nicer. Look at how beautiful that is. Good morning from Tiny Foot Acres. There are days where my eyes actually tear up that we even live in such beauty here. We got a ton of snow yesterday. And yes, it's beautiful. What a pain in the butt, but it is beautiful. So yesterday, had a friend come over and help us get these tightened up. Rod's gonna get some bungees and tighten them up a bit more, but can we turn the plow around so he's gonna be able to do a better job. So that's super good and exciting. We didn't get to splitting the wood yet. It's super covered in snow, but we'll get there. There's the splitter for when we're ready, probably next week. And a friend also lent us these collars for the dogs because of the problems we've been having with Thorne. So there's 2 collars, and there's different settings. So with Charlie, I've only had to use the beeping. He cannot stand beeping. So there's beep, there's vibrate, and then there's a small shock. And there is intensities in the shocks. Now somebody might say that's inhumane, but we need an obedient dog. and you can hear and see the highway is close. Close enough that if he got a whiff of something, he could be gone. So humane, inhumane, not sure. Reality is, if I don't have a dog, that means it wasn't safe. So for me, it's more about safety and obedience. And my dog needs to obey me. And if he were to run off here in this area, there's also predators. There's coyotes that come out and take people's dogs. So you've heard how close the coyotes come. Tried it on him yesterday, and he was so good. But he ran off on me this morning. I don't know if the battery was dying on it, but anyways, he came back, and he's been good. But you've heard as well, we've had wolves, or at least one wolf, and we have bears here. Now they should be hibernating now at this point, but we just can't take that chance. There's too many predators here, and he needs to be obedient. He needs to be coming when I call him and coming when Rod calls him. So, I mean, anybody's gonna have an opinion about everything, and I want an alive dog, so I'm gonna use the least of what I can to keep him safe. So he was doing super well, and now that his adolescence is coming in, his instincts are kicking in and he's running off on us, and we just can't have that. So we're gonna give this a try. Note to self, make sure the collar's working before you take him out on it. Yeah, he just ran off on me. Thankfully he did come back. He was only gone a couple minutes, but again, he just ran off, didn't listen to me, and just bolted to the point where he was in the bush. I couldn't see where he was. So yeah, super frustrating, and I mean, it's scary at the same time because I want to keep him safe. I got back to the house after the walk with Thorne and tried the other collar, and I'm like, oh no, I've ruined these things and I've only had them for a day. I couldn't get that collar to work either. So I'm looking at them and I'm going, wait a second, what's this? I didn't even have it turned on. So Thorne actually did come back within a couple of minutes, which, I mean, he was gone for probably a good 30 to more minutes the other times that he took off on us. So one day of using this collar and it's already made a huge difference. So definitely going to invest in collars for both Charlie and Thorne, and maybe actually enjoy walking with them and letting them enjoy a walk as well off the leash. It's pretty exciting. I'm also making supper on the wood stove. Just have some chicken cooking in there with some carrots. Can't see the carrots. It's nice in the winter because we can use the wood stove not only to heat, but also to cook. We save on power, obviously, as well as propane. It is very exciting, isn't it? Off leash. Look at how happy they are. Hi! Can't even see Charlie because of all the snow. Thorne, stop running all over him. Enough, buddy. Hey! Come on, Char. Well, there you have it, folks. running free. Thorne? Thorne? Come on. See, that's normally he would just run off. Charlie, come on, bud. So this is really good, guys. I am super excited. Yeah, they work if you turn them on. Hi, boys. Hi. Hi. Thorne. 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 Settle down. It even works with Charlie with barking in the house and everything else. So any behavior you're not fond of, it works. And Charlie hates beeping, so that's all I have to do with him is just use the beep. All right, let's finish our walk. What do you think, Charlie? Huh? This is exciting, isn't it? Good boy. These guys were so good on their walk. I'm actually excited to take them for another one, and I think I'm just going to as soon as I get this wood in. Wood is in. I'm out of breath. But all the exercise is good for you. All right, I'm gonna put this sled back up, grab my pups, and take them for another walk. I'm really excited about these collars. I think you can probably tell. I think they're excited about them too, to be perfectly honest. Hey, Thorne. Thorne, are you excited about your collar? I'll take that as a yes. Second walk. Charlie was quite excited to go. He's just actually walking quite longer distances. Oh, looks like he's smelling something. They were sniffing in this area the other day too. Thorne, come here. See how he's staying closer? Charlie, all I have to do with him is beep it, which is really nice. Get them both out exercising. And I don't have to use a leash and have my arms pulled off. What'd you find? What'd you find, Charlie? What'd you find? Buried treasure? You coming to see, Thorne? What's in there? It's just a slight beep, but they listen. Even Thorne, I don't have to use the vibrate as much, just the beep. Thorne, don't jump on top of him. Come on. And if they're close enough, Charlie hears the beep of Thorne's and he comes towards me, so that's also a bonus. Well, let's enjoy a little bit more of this winter wonderland. Leashless. Oh, Charlie's. They're definitely boys marking their territories. Just want to say thank you so much for watching, you guys. Please hit that subscribe if you haven't already. And hey, feel free to comment in the comment section. We really appreciate all your support, and thanks, guys. Just remember, life's too short. Take any adventure that you can.